Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for it's for Monday, January 2nd. Here we go. This halacha is going to be about Tuesday. Tuesday is going to be the 8th day of Teves, and I need you to know what that's all about. Halachically, nothing's really going to come at you on Tuesday, but I do want you to understand the meaning of the day. Here's the quick story about it. There was a king called Talmai about 2,000 years ago. He was in Egypt, and he wanted the Torah translated into Greek, but he wanted to get a perfectly authentic copy of it. So he quickly took 72 great Jewish scholars, didn't tell them what he was grabbing them for, put them in 72 different rooms, and told each and every one of them that he wanted them to translate the Torah into Greek. And they didn't even know that there were 71 other rabbis doing it at the same time as them. And he wanted them to do this so that he could check their 72 copies and make sure that they weren't fooling or bluffing and that he was getting the perfect translation. Well, along the way, when they started to translate it, each and every one of them in their room realized that they had to make certain switches. I'll give you an example of one. When they saw the opening words, Bereshis bara Elokim, which translates literally as in the beginning created God, they realized, can't translate it that way, because if I do, this crazy great king is going to think that there was a God called in the beginning who created God. So they switched it, and instead of saying in the beginning created God, they said God created in the beginning. All 72 rabbis, without realizing that they had made the switch identical to the rabbi in the room next to them. I don't even think they knew that there was a rabbi in the room next to them translating. And they made 72 identical switches. This happened many, many times, and they translated the Torah. Let me tell you one more quickly. When they got to the list of the non-kosher animals, they realized that one of the animals on the list was the rabbit, which was called the arnevis, and they said, can't say that the rabbit, the arnevis, is a non-kosher animal, because that's the name of Talmai's wife. All 72 rabbis realized that when they were translating that, and so they all swapped the word arnevis for something else. And 72 times exactly, they all chose the words, the fast-footed hare. Is that amazing? 72 rabbis made a switch and made the exact same switch. And this happened many, many times so that when it ended on the 8th of Teves, that's this Tuesday, they had the identical translation, every single word. That was truly amazing. And you would have thought that that would be celebrated as a great, great, great day because such an amazing miracle happened. Well, believe it or not, our rabbis considered it a very, very sad day, as sad as the day of the golden calf. And the reason is because that on that day, although a great miracle happened, but the Torah came down from its pedestal. Up to that point, no one else knew the translation of the Torah except the Jews. And then suddenly the Greeks felt that they understood the Torah and said, big deal, read it, just a plain ordinary book, and I have questions on it. And so that day it fell from the great awe and reverence that all the nations used to have for it. And that's why we mark the 8th of Teves as a sad day. There's no fasting on it, but great righteous people might. But you just know that it happened on the 8th of Teves. That's this Tuesday. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.